Hello, welcome to the weather update. Yeah, I know it was hot today, and we have some storms around in New Jersey, but so far nothing here except some lightning in the distance. You can see some occasional lightning in the distance, actually, but it's really humid out there. Ice slips 81 with a dew point of 75, and let me tell you, in the alley, it's unbelievable. It's still 85 degrees in the alley right now. It's unbelievable. This AC is just working. Working overtime. It really is. It's unbelievable how hot it is.
Oh, I hate this place!
Yep. That's pretty much it. I mean, just unbelievable. How is that even? I mean, that's just brutal right there. But yeah, most places are around 80 degrees, but you tack on another 5 degrees in the alley. 80 with the dew point is 75, so the dew points are really feeling the humidity tonight. The humidity actually is higher than some of the models. Look at this. This site is reporting a dew point of 78. That's insane. So take a look at what the day was like at iSlip today. So you'll see here that, it was pretty hot today. Got up to the 90s, low 90s. You can see dew points were a little lower earlier on. You can see we start off with dew points in the 70s, and they dropped a little bit in the afternoon. For some reason, they dropped a little bit, but then this evening, they have come back with a vengeance. Very high dew points in the mid-70s. So this is like Florida-style humidity that we're seeing tonight. Unbelievable. So let's take a look and see what the highs were across the area today, and then we'll get to this thunderstorms that is over central Jersey right now. So let's go to the high temperatures. We'll also have to take a look at how much rainfall fell where that storm is, too. So you can see big difference here. Long Island only in the low 90s, pretty much for Long Island, all right? So pretty big difference here. There was a sea breeze. We'll pull this out a little bit, so if you can't see it, you'll be able to see it a little better. You can see low 90s on Long Island, but look at Jersey sweltering. Temperatures are in the mid 90s in Jersey, mid to upper 90s in Jersey. So absolutely sweltering there, unless you're right along the shore. It was brutal. There's a 100-degree reading there in Middlesex County, and that's exactly the area that's getting pounded by the storms. 99 looks like for a high at Newark. Newark got up to 99. Central Park, 92. 91 at JFK. The further west you went, the more brutal it was. Though it is showing 95 in Carl Place. I don't know if it got quite that hot here. I'm thinking more like 91. Some of those stations have a tendency to overperform. And if you were on the South Shore, you had 80s. If you were right on the beach there, look at that. Sayville, 84. So it was a pretty good sea breeze. If you were right on the water, you avoided seeing the 90s. But let's get to this thunderstorm now. You can see here. We're going to look at the satellite. Watch this thing blow up here. You see all that haze? We had hazy sunshine, then boom. Look at that thunderstorm just blow up like that. And that's where all the heat is. So it's not surprising that storms would blow up over that area. Because Jersey's hot, and it's just, a heat of the day kind of thing. So looking at the current radar, you can see there is a thunderstorm here. There was a severe thunderstorm warning out for this. I don't know if it's still going or not. It may very well. It looks like it is still going. So they do have severe thunderstorm warnings in parts of Middlesex County, and there was also a flash flood warning that they just dropped as well in this area. And we also got air quality alert and heat advisory in effect as well. This is, again, looking at the radar, another radar image there, and we can also look at the Ventus sky, rewinding the radar and showing what the cell was like. And it's been sitting over this area a while, so see, it's been sitting over this general area. Staten Island also got affected by it looks like. So it's generally around New Jersey, central New Jersey. Let's see if this thing is producing any more lightning. There was some lightning being produced. Not a huge amount of lightning, but there was some like crawlers across the sky in the distance on the western horizon from this thing. So let's go and look at the underground site next, and take a look and show you how much rainfall has fallen in that area. So again, you can see we're around 81, so the alley is definitely 5 degrees hotter. Just holding in the heat, of course. It's just hell in there, I'm telling you. So let's go look at the rainfall amounts, because this is where, I think most areas got nothing, but the areas where these storms hit, I don't see a whole lot of rainfall here for these. They issued a flash flood warning. Oh, here we go. Here you go. So look at these areas. South Old Bridge, Spotswood, 1.43, 1.68. Very isolated, but you can see those areas got over an inch of rain, and that goes into Matawan. You got half, 3/4 of an inch and an inch out to Union Beach as well. So it's very isolated. You can see, look at that. Hazlitt, 1.89. Then you go into Middletown, nothing. So it's very isolated. You know, with all this humidity, you'd think we'd have a little more rain to show for it, because the drought is continuing to get worse. If we look at the Weather Service, actually, I think they put up a thing. Also, special marine warning out for this cell as well. We're collecting reports of severe weather in Staten Island. So we're going to have to look at Staten Island. Apparently, they're saying Staten Island had severe weather. Not seeing a whole lot of rainfall here. So, oh, wait a minute. Very isolated. Look at this. I mean, literally, just over Great Kills. Look at that, 1.32 inches. So that's incredible right there. So, yeah, it was a very isolated storm there that hit that area. Really isolated stuff, I'm telling you. But pretty intense, nonetheless. You know, with all this humidity in the air, you know, it's plenty of fuel for these thunderstorms to develop. And, again, if you were in New Jersey, the kind of day you had today, I mean, if we go back to the weather and hazards map, which I closed, kind of day you had today was, you know, pretty oppressive. Again, we can look at Bayville, and you'll see 81, 2.72. So let's take a look at Berkeley Township and see how they did today. You'll see the kind of heat that fueled these storms there. Mid-90s there, mid to upper 90s there. So really, really hot, very hot. And that's the kind of energy that can fuel these storms. I do want to look at impacts from these storms now as far as power outages go. So let's go to JCP&L outage map, I guess. And we'll see if this storm has caused a lot of power outages, and it has. We have 3,939 people without power right now. All right, so yep, this area. Yep, this is the area that got hit. Old Bridge. Yep, that whole area. So it's isolated to this one area over here. Some of this, though, is PSEG territory. Most of it, though, I think is JCP&L. So you're not surprised there'd be some scattered power outages from this. So Tom's River obviously not being affected by this. Let's go look at the Con Edison outage map. Now look at that. Because they say Staten Island was affected, so we do see some power outages. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some big power outages in Staten Island. Oh, look at this. This whole area is out. Oh, yeah, this is bad. So, yeah, Great Kills just got hammered. It's saying 1,770 out. We'll have to go to the actual. All right, so they have 3,000 customers out of service, mostly on Staten Island in this this small little area here. Yeah, this could be affecting the Staten Island Railway too. I wonder if it's suspended. I would not be surprised if it was. So let's go to MTA info and we'll find out if that's suspended as well. Service status, subway. Let's see. No active alerts for the Staten Island Railroad. It's the railway, so I guess it's not suspended. I mean, it's considered subway, right? It's not considered rail. So I guess it's not being affected. But yeah, there is Staten Island got hit pretty hard. Apparently, very localized. We'll have to see what kind of damage it was, but definitely something that really affected that area. And there's a flash flood warning in effect for those areas too. So I'm sure it will be on the news tonight. And again, very, very hot day today. These were the observed high temperatures here. You can see Newark got up to 98 degrees, hotter than everybody else, of course, because it's New Jersey. Central Park was 93, LaGuardia 94. Islip was 90, Bridgeport was 90. I guess no records were broken. I don't see any record reports. But incredible heat, and we're going to see more of it. Just showing you what the sky was like. We had we had sunshine, a little more haze in the sky today, so not a nice sky like yesterday. But then we had some of this cirrus. This is blow off from the thunderstorms. I just forgot to share with you some of the pictures here. You could see some blow off from the storms. Yeah, here's some more. And it was humid, very humid this evening. I'm walking around Rockville Center, but not that hot. I did go to Rockville Center, but no, I didn't take a video. I just enjoyed myself. There you go. Another nice wisp of cirrus there. And this was the storm here that was over New Jersey. You could see, and I could see lightning. I was actually trying to get some pictures of it, but the lightning just wasn't frequent enough for me to get some pictures of it. But there you go. Just really, some pretty clouds in the sky this evening. So let's go to the models now, and of course the story is the big ridge from hell, which is in place. And let's go look at the. I want to start with the. We'll start with the surface first, obviously, just so you can get an idea, I guess, before I go to the local view. But see, there's the ridge, and you can see there's a front that tries to make it through, but it gets hung up. And then it's pretty much over the weekend you're going to be dealing with this front in the vicinity of the area. There's the ridge again, and we have to wait maybe until later next week. We might be able to beat this thing down a little bit. It looks like some high pressure tries to come in again, but these are all weak fronts here. You don't see any strong cold fronts, and that's because again, when we go and we look at the jet stream, which I'll show you briefly, again you'll see it's just way up in Canada there. Look at it. It's a mess. Look at this. It's a mess. So you see a little trough come through. That could bring us some relief. And the good news is it looks like it does try to generate some more trough. So hopefully, maybe that will be the long-awaited pattern change that we need to get this crap out of here. Let's go to the HRRR right now, and we will look at the precipitation models. And obviously, it's hard to model where thunderstorms develop. You could see it was kind of off with where it predicted these thunderstorms to develop. But you could see scattered shower and thunderstorm activity, and we'll see it again tomorrow night as well. Very widely scattered. It could be anywhere, pretty much. Could be anywhere. And then Saturday, you could see a little shower and thunderstorm activity, and then it kind of fades away. More likely in the morning, and then the afternoon, it is drier. All right? But however, we can look at several models when it comes to precipitation, and we will do that after I go over the rest of the parameters on the HRRR. So let's look at the dew points, and you can see the dew points were really underestimated tonight. The models underestimated just how humid it got, so expect tomorrow to be fairly damn humid again. So dew points probably around 70 degrees, and here's the worst thing of it. Well, maybe a little less humid because you see there's more of a westerly flow, which means maybe it'll be a little drier, slightly less humid, but the west wind also means we're not going to have as much of a sea breeze, and the sea breeze will be more limited. Maybe by the evening there'll be more of a sea breeze, but it's going to be weaker tomorrow than it was today, so tomorrow will be I think it's going to be a lot hotter around Long Island. It's going to definitely feel a lot like you're in New Jersey tomorrow with the lack of that sea breeze. And then Saturday, here we go again with more of a southerly flow, but that'll mean more humidity, but more of a sea breeze as well. So when we go and look at these temperatures, and boy, don't you wish you were in Canada. Yeah, I know. So let's go look at the temperatures here. And you will see here that when we look at the temperatures, you'll see tomorrow. Actually, it's not as hot as it was, despite that lack of a sea breeze. This could indicate a lot of cloud cover, but I still think we're going to see 90 in most locations tomorrow again. Maybe a little bit cooler because of the lack of cloud cover, but it's still showing mid-90s in New Jersey. And then, obviously, muggy at night, not going much below the mid-70s, or below 80 if you're in the alley or some other urban hellhole. And then for Saturday, you'll see similar conditions. The highs around 90, maybe a little less heat on Saturday, but I still think we'll make it to 90 degrees. All right. And the problem is you see no widespread rainfall on here. This is the problem we have. New York is in a drought. In fact, there's a New York Drought Map that Channel 12 shared. Of course, it's not on here, but we can actually Google it if we want. Drought, and it should actually show a map. Here we go from the DEC to show you what we're dealing with here. So we're in a drought watch right here. It's not the same map that they showed, unfortunately, but we're in a drought watch for Long Island. All right, it's not the map I wanted to see, however. So maybe it was Drought Monitor. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, maybe it was this site. So yeah, moderate drought for the South Shore. North Shore is abnormally dry. So South Shore is a little worse because they've been getting less of the thunderstorms. All right. Unfortunately, as you see, we go into this forecast, you'll see there's not going to be a whole lot of rain in this forecast. And if we look at the HRRR here and show total accumulated precip. It's scattered wherever these storms develop. You can see, look at that, it looks like a popcorn. So that's the issue. It's very scattered. So let me go to some more models now. We're going to go to the NAM 3. And I don't have enough of the zeros in, so I have to use the 18s. You can see, we could run the NAM 3 as well, and you can see it's very scattered in nature. That's the problem. So it's not really enough to bust this drought open. All right. We look at the precipitation here. We'll use the wind flow on this again, so you can see the wind flow. So heading into tomorrow, you'll see it generates some. Could be over similar areas as today, perhaps. It's hard to say where they're going to develop, but that a little more of a westerly flow tomorrow. So that's why I think it's going to feel worse. And for Saturday, you see some activity in the overnight from Friday night to Saturday, and then a little bit of more activity but it's mostly all in New Jersey. It's not making it to Long Island. This is the problem that we're dealing with. All right. So the last model I can look at is the HDRPS, which maybe what happened the last time it did predict something, but let's see. So this is tonight. Actually, did nail tonight pretty well. Let's see how it does tomorrow. And you can see again, it's all to the north and the west. It's mostly in New Jersey, so they may get some help, but Long Island is going to remain dry through at least Saturday. At least. And early into Sunday as well. We're just missing out on all the storms, missing out on all the rain that we could really use pretty badly. So let's go to the GFS here, and we'll go and we will look at the temperatures as we head into Sunday, dew points and temperatures as we head into Sunday. All right, this is Saturday. You can see this is the dew point forecast for Friday. And again, the model's underestimated the dew points here. All right. But they're going to stay there. They're going to stay around 70 degrees, I think. I don't think we're going to see much relief from the humidity at all. Here's Sunday. Quite humid, southwest wind. Monday, still stuck in the humidity, southwest wind. And then Tuesday, we finally, looks like some sign of relief trying to come through on Tuesday. This could be the next front. You can see it kind of gets hung up, though. So it's going to take a couple of days to pass through. And then finally, maybe by the weekend, we finally get it offshore. Because, again, not much of a jet stream to help these fronts through. So, let's go look at the temperatures. Oh, man, I'm not like that. All right, let's go to Saturday. So, Saturday, not too bad, but then, boom, we're back into the probably mid-90s on Saturday. Sunday, with the sea breeze, probably. There probably will be a sea breeze. And then Monday, we're going to blaze. That's more of the westerly wind. That's going to kill us. We're going to deal with mid to upper 90s on Monday. And then Tuesday, you can see we'd get some relief. So it looks like maybe then we'll finally start to break the back of this, and then we won't have to be in this terrible heat once we get past Monday. So hang in there. Hang in there. So let's look at the skies. Obviously, who cares about that? Nobody really wants to be outside in this, but we will go ahead and look at it because you need to know how much sunshine we'll get. This is the Gfs Sky Forecast. So, again, low resolution. It's showing more clouds around tomorrow, so that might help us out. Saturday, though, the clouds start. Then we have that hazy sunshine in the afternoon. Sunday, more of the same. Monday, again, pretty brutal. Tuesday, we start seeing that front try to get, come through. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Let's go to the RGEM. So here's the RGEM model, and you'll see again plenty of high clouds around. Just not, it won't be a clear sky. Same thing for Saturday. So you won't have as much sun. I think there'll be some more clouds in the way of the sun the next couple of days, but still enough sun to make it hot. Here's Sunday again, showing plenty of sunny clouds and haze, of course, as well. So if you're waiting for it to clear out, well, you might be waiting till next week. I think today was the last day where you had a lot of sunshine. I mean, it was too damn hot to be out there, too damn hot and too damn humid. So that's going to wrap up this weather update, and we'll see what happens with these storms. But again, right now we'll just refresh this radar again. We'll just look at the storms one more time, and of course we have the heat advisory. Yeah, that storm's looks like we're getting some remnants of rain on this. That's not going to be anything, I'm telling you. It's just so dry. It's ridiculous. So, heat advisory, that remains in effect, I think, tomorrow, right? Yep, that does remain in effect tomorrow. Heat advisory Friday, yeah, it's going to go right through Friday. Heat advisory for the city, Long Island. Actually, no, it doesn't show Long Island. It doesn't show Long Island in the heat advisory, but I think we are because the map has us in it. So we have that, and then we have the air quality alert as well on top of that. That's going to be for our area too. And then air mass like this, and this kind of heat, you're going to have a lot of ozone from all the vehicular pollution combining with the heat. Creates the ozone. Bad air quality is definitely on its way back to our area. So thank you for watching. Have a good night. And, well, for those who did get the rain in New Jersey, yeah, you're lucky. But in some ways, you're very lucky. But unfortunately, for Long Island right now, it looks like we're going to remain high and dry through the weekend. We could really use some thunderstorms here, and we just don't seem to be getting any. And it's really disappointing. Somebody who likes to watch thunderstorms as well as we really do need some rain. Look at all that haze in the air. So, yeah, bad air quality out there. So, thank you for watching and have a good night.